I've got one customer recently that had a new house built, and this is a highly educated customer, actually a judicial customer. They built a brand new home, and they chose an architect and had a house design, and they chose a builder they thought that was good, a recommended builder. And that builder used a contractor, a heating and air conditioning contractor, to install geothermal system. They spent a lot of money up front and tried to do everything properly. But the nature of the contractor was such that a lot of things were left undone. And then the homeowner moved in, paying for a very nice, well-designed home that was supposedly energy efficient, spent an extreme amount, had a big investment in the equipment, and their utility bills were outrageous. This went on for a year and a half, 2 years, and it got to the point where the original contractor and the builder would no longer come back. They couldn't get them to respond. And they had been exposed to me in the past. So they called me again and asked me if I would mind coming over and troubleshooting their home. They didn't realize I actually serviced their area. We went and did a complete evaluation on the home. We found an energy-saving hot water superheater that was never connected, but it was there and available on their system. Took very little actually connect it and get it operating. But we found a lot of deficiencies in the duct system. We found deficiencies in the way the house is constructed when we did an energy evaluation of the home itself. By the time we were done and we sealed the house up, tightened it up, their utility bills dropped, but not to the extent we expected. But at that point, the equipment was oversized by a good 24% over what it should have. This equipment is only 2 years old, so it was not cost effective to literally pull out that new equipment, which had no operating deficiencies in it whatsoever, and install the properly sized. At this point, the homeowners are stuck with what is in there until it naturally dies, and live with the high utility expenses at this point.
Would you say that as a result of this, it's giving them what, an additional cost of $2,500 a year as a result of a bad installation with high costs, and if we figured it all in?
Oh, very easily, very easily. Right now, to where we've got it, and with the energy upgrades we made to the house from the original construction, I would very easily say that their utility usage right now is twice what it should have been, just because of improperly sized of equipment. And they try to do everything right, but it's a matter of the contractor they used was not certified. He did not have the education and the skills to install the equipment that he did, but he could sell it, and he was after the quick dollar, and they all thought they were doing well and doing right, but it's the deficiencies in their abilities that cause problems.
Okay, so he's paying at least $2,500 a year more, but he's also got oversized equipment with the consequence where it heats and cools up and down real quick because it's oversized.
This is going to affect the lifespan of that equipment, and there's no way for us to get around it. We can't derate the equipment. And it's not just one piece of equipment. It's a matter that there's 4 different systems in this house. It is a fairly large house. It's a fairly expensive house. But the capacity and the way it's divided up is such that you cannot fix the problem without changing all the equipment. And you can't. We even looked at the possibilities of combining duct systems and using one piece of equipment. But the way the house is cut up, it's just not possible. Until it dies, it's just not cost effective at this point, and they're stuck with the higher utility bills.
That's too bad he didn't call you and get it done right the first time.